The sound of the vibrations from Alicia's phone woke her up. Alicia reaches over, turns on the lamp, and looks at her alarm clock. It's around midnight.
Who the hell is calling me at this hour?
Super annoyed, she grabs her phone and sees that it's a number she doesn't know. Her face immediately changes when she sees this, and she starts to smile.
The little unicorn is calling to report her homework a lot faster than I had expected.
Alicia was feeling sleepy, but she woke herself up for this very important call.
Well. Has the little unicorn called to tell me how satisfied she is?
Alicia? It's me. After hearing this voice, she was speechless. She'd recognize this voice anywhere.
Richie?
Yeah, it's me.
What do you want? I cannot believe you have the nerve to call me right now after everything that you've done to me.
Please, just listen.
Listen? Are you brain dead? You know I haven't forgotten what you did to me.
Please don't hang up. Please don't hang up. I don't have anyone else to talk to. You're the only one I know I can talk to about this.
What do you want?
Okay, but can you please promise me that first you won't tell anyone? That you'll keep it a secret?
If you don't trust me, then why are you calling me? Go waste someone else's time.
Okay. I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? You have got to be kidding me.
Alicia couldn't believe her ears. Richie's boyfriend is part of the Just Kidding gang, who's always trying to push their corporate agenda to control everyone. One of their main campaigns is abstinence, and that's for any type of pleasure. At first, I wasn't really sure, but my period didn't come last month. So I bought a pregnancy test, and the result came out positive.
Wait a second. Isn't your boyfriend part of the Just Kidding gang? Did he break their stupid golden rule? You both know how severe their punishment for that is, right? I mean, what goes around comes around, huh?
Well, yeah. The thing is, it wasn't him.
What do you mean, it wasn't him? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
You promised you would keep it a secret.
I have made no such promises. But I won't say anything. Okay, tell me everything. What happened and who is the baby daddy?
It all started when we arrived at one of our exclusive Just Kidding wine tastings. Alex and I were sitting in the car waiting to go into the party. Alex, of course, immediately got on his phone as soon as we arrived. I don't know why, but that day I felt a little, well, you know. So I unbuttoned one of my buttons and I asked him, "Hey, do you think I look hot?" And I pushed a little from my unbuttoned shirt. Or should I dress even hotter? I even subtly unbuttoned another one.
Babe, you look fine, just like you always do.
He didn't even look up from his phone when he said that, but he just kissed me on the forehead and then looked at me and then said,
But I think you should button up your shirt now. Come on, let's go.
I was so annoyed. I rolled my eyes, buttoned my shirt, and I opened and slammed his stupid expensive car door and stormed in. I could hear him behind me, confused.
What's happening?
Inside our clubhouse were all the Just Kidding gang members, and a few others that have proved themselves worthy of the exclusive high society wine party. To be honest, I was already growing super bored of these. Alex was of course with the Just Kidding group and had no idea of my existence, as usual. I was so frustrated that I chugged my second glass of wine, and I just started dancing. Whatever. I was feeling buzzed anyway, and I wanted nothing more than to leave the stupid party. But since I had to wait for Alex to take me home, at least I was gonna enjoy my time here. But then, being slightly buzzed like I was, just as I turned, I must have wobbled a bit because I accidentally bumped into someone. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
The minute we made eye contact, it was like an instant attraction. I just stared at him, trying to figure out if I recognized him. But then someone interrupted us and grabbed my arm.
Hey Kirin, Richie, what are you guys doing here? You know each other?
It was my brother Richard. We both shook our heads.
Oh, well, Kirin is a friend from college, and this is my little sister Richie. Anyway, dude, come here. There's this girl I like, and I need you to distract her friend.
He pulled Kirin away, but him and I just kept staring at each other as he walked away. We couldn't take our eyes off each other. The later it got, the more bored I was. I was just sitting there staring at a group of girls that were dancing and trying to get the attention of the boys. Or they were gossiping about other girls. Ugh. As for the boys, they were just hanging out all together, completely ignoring anything and everything else that was going on. I was so bored. But as I found out later, I wasn't the only one. At one point when I looked up, I saw Kirin walking towards me.
Hey, do you want to go talk somewhere else, where it's not so loud?
Yeah, definitely. I agreed instantly. I felt like I would go anywhere he asked me to go. After talking for a while in a hidden spot, I know we both felt such an amazing connection. At one point, we kept moving closer and closer, until we were like as close to each other as possible. I never felt a connection with Alex like this. We barely even touch unless it's absolutely necessary. It was as if I had been craving this affection and attention and touch all my life. I felt like it was just the two of us in that room. It was such a magical moment. I didn't even care about anything else around us. As we were talking, he gently put his hand on my thigh and moved it up and down slowly. I felt something all over my body that I had never felt before. It was so strange because it felt so good that I completely lost myself in the movement of his hands. And in the moment he touched it, I didn't want him to move his hand anywhere else after that.
So, do you want to go to my car? I can drop you off at home.
I took a deep breath in, still lost in the moment, and I said, yes. And I followed him, filled with excitement. I made sure to text Alex first to let him know that I'm going home, even though it's not like he would care, but I didn't want to raise any suspicions. When we got to the car, I closed the car door and I reached over for the seatbelt, and just when I was about to buckle it, he reached over to help me. As soon as he touched me, we both let go and just kissed each other. And that's when the sparks went flying. It was the hottest, most passionate kiss I have ever had. I was seriously drowning in infatuation. My entire body was aching for more, and more, and more. When his lips detached from mine and traveled to my ears, I felt such a pleasure I never knew existed. He moved slowly down my neck and then to my chest, and I felt like I had traveled to a whole nother world. I had goosebumps all over my body. Whatever he wanted from me in that moment, I would have given him everything, just as long as he didn't stop. Once his hands went into my pants, I felt like he had lifted up my entire body. But then, he just stopped.
Should I stop? Or do you want me to keep going? If you say yes, I will. But if not...
He asked me, knowing full well what I would say. I didn't care anymore about anything else. All I wanted was for him to finish me. He stopped using his magic hands on me, and he used them to take off his pants. Out of habit and embarrassment, I looked away and I moved away from him.
Babe, it's okay. I'll be gentle, I promise.
His voice changed. Then, he put his full weight on me. It was the most painful thing I had ever felt. It hurt so much that I told him to stop. Please stop.
It's okay. Let's try something else, alright?
He moved me around a little bit more to get into a more comfortable position. And then he put his weight on me again. And again, it hurt so much. But just before I was about to not be able to take it anymore, the pain went away as if it was a lie. After that, it was as if he took me to a place I had never been before. I never felt so alive. And once we were done, he took me home as he promised. But neither one of us wanted to stop seeing each other. So every week, we would meet up again and again for him to take me. It had to be a secret from the start, because he knows I have a boyfriend and the rules of my gang. So he's not surprised or offended or anything. And it's not like he was looking for anything serious anyway. So we were kind of like friends with benefits. In a coffee shop after school, I was sitting alone facing a hot cup of cocoa. The intense taste of the chocolate pretty much reflected the expression on my face when he walked in. I slowly sipped a little at a time, staring into space, and then he sat down right across from me.
Hey, what's going on? This place is weird. Why did you invite me here out of the blue?
Then he grabbed my drink and sipped some of it.
Wait, are you confessing your love to me?
He chuckled and then leaned in closer to me to mock me. Don't be stupid, I snapped and then handed it to him.
Then what is it?
He took a sip, reached his hand out to grab it, and when he saw it, and then the cocoa came spraying out of his mouth everywhere.
What the hell? No, there's no way.
He looked at the pregnancy test in his hand. Hey, I didn't want it this way either, but this is what happened. What do you want me to do?
You must have slept with someone else. What about your boyfriend, Alex?
Are you stupid? Not only does he not sleep with anyone, he doesn't even touch himself. You're the only one I've been sleeping with.
It's not possible. I wear double protection every time. That's double the protection. There's no way anything like this could happen.
I know, I took the morning after every time.
I used 2 protections. You took the morning after, right after. So there's no way it's mine. You must have been sleeping with someone else.
I didn't. I hadn't even finished speaking when he got up and rushed out. So yeah, it's as I told you. Richie confesses everything to Alicia, whose head is now just spinning.
Wait a second. He wore 2 protections? Is he stupid? Why did he wear 2? Obviously it broke from the friction. And wait, you took the morning after every time you did it? That's insane. Do you know how dangerous that is? It's only for emergencies. If you were doing it on a regular basis, then you should have just been on birth controls. Plus, you do know that the percentage of getting pregnant is still really high, right?
What am I supposed to do, Alicia? I don't know what else I can do. She bursts into tears. Alicia sighs.
Ugh. I really do not know why I am helping you after everything that you have put me through.
Then she pauses.
But fine. I'll take you to the clinic tomorrow. We'll find out once and for all if you're pregnant or not.
The next morning, Richie was already waiting for Alicia in front of her house, early in the morning in full panic. Alicia left her to stew in her own guilt outside a little bit, as a little revenge, but also because the clinic's not even opened yet. Alicia was taking Richie to a clinic a little outside of town, just to be sure that no one they knew would see them. Alicia walked first and Richie followed right behind her. Memories of their childhood as friends came back to her. It was always like this. She always had to take care of Richie, protect her, help her. It made her sad to think about it, but she pushed away these feelings because right now she has enough on her plate. As they were walking to the clinic, Alicia's phone buzzed. She took it out to see who it was and couldn't help but smile.